Karina and you're watching Guv'nor's City Showcase. In today's showcase, we'll be diving into the latest offering by IhmeHihhuli. A well-accomplished map maker with 13 different maps available from the workshop, so I'm sure we can expect a beautifully polished map from this creator. Here we are at Kings Bay. This is a temperate map, and there's some bits to read, some map information there on the workshop for you to look at before you dive in. And he's given us a lovely graphic here where he scrolls through all the different themes you can use for the map. And today we're going to be concentrating ourselves on Kings Bay mix. So here we are in Kings Bay. Let's press play. We're going to have a little fly around the map, just have a look, see what we've got, see if we can see any nice detailed areas. Check out them snow-capped mountains, they are beautiful. You don't see many maps from the workshop with snow-capped mountains. Actually, they really are stunning and they give such a good effect. So yeah, beautiful. Right, so if we carry on going around, see these highways, they're gorgeous, beautiful networks, winding intersections. We'll come back to the start square in a moment. It's a little castle ruin, no, not castle ruins, a little patch of rocks there by the riverside. Another lovely intersection there, nicely decorated. We got some rail coming in. Some rail coming in from this side of the map, yeah. Across the river. Down to here, and then also then down to here, which is almost near the start square. So if you was to start in there, you're working your way over here, you could get to rail quite early. This is beautiful. So this is a pre-made port for you, cargo. You know, you could make it into whatever your heart desires. Bridge works, beautiful. One thing I noticed about this map as well, there's no abandoned factory and there's no lighthouse, which is fine, which is absolutely fine. We don't really need them anyway, most people just delete them. Right, let's head off to the start square. So here we are in the start square. We've got intersection coming in, quite a lot of space taken up with intersection in the start square there, but that's okay. We can really make good. There's a lot of flat land in the middle of this map. Anybody who's looking to start a mapping or is a beginner would really enjoy using this map as well. It's not very heavy on your computer either because it hasn't got many things that are dependent upon it, mainly just the theme mix. If you wanted to go for that, theme mixer 2. If you decided that you didn't want any of that, then you can load the map without any of those things. It does explain everything you need to know in the workshop description, so I would recommend highly you go and read that before you download the map. Let's have a look. So we've got in this start square, if we look to see what resources do we have. Okay, so there's lots of ore all around the networks there. You've got good chunk in the middle for your farming. Not really enough to carry out any forestry, to be fair, in the start square. You've got a good land of water as well, so you don't have Sunset Harbour and you don't have the inland water sewage tools. You can use the water there. Let's just check the direction of the water. Alright, so let's look at the direction of the water flow. Now, we're going in quite closely. Unfortunately, this water flow in the start square isn't massively great, so I would be really careful where you're going to place your sewage. It's flowing this way so that you don't end up poisoning your citizens in the beginning. So yes, be mindful of that. We go back to our info view, and I think now we'll look at the resources on outside squares. Wow. Lots of ore, again, ore and farming aplenty. Your forestry is very scattered out. You would have to then create your own forestry, which is perfectly fine. You can do that. That's not a problem. Your oil is very high up there in the mountains. So if you wanted some oil down here, then my suggestion would be to get extra landscaping tools so that you can then put in your own where you want them. Terrain, let's have a look, see what we've got. Okay. Right, so as I said before, you've got a lot of flat land in the middle of the map. So, you know, if your starting tile was here, you can build all the way out here. If you could pop 81 tiles if you wanted to, 25. You could make the most of all of that flat land around there and build yourself quite a nice city. Going close. Now, where would I put my downtown? Now, let me have a look. I think, looking at it, possibly along the front here. Have some really tall boys along the front here, and then going down here towards this, then start to become industrial. Or this side could be for your port, your ferry ports, your nightlife, that kind of thing. And then you could come in over here. You could start then factoring in your industry because you have your rail lines here going along the coast here. I did fancy a bit of fishing, and to include that in your industry, you have the choice of anchovy, lots of anchovy around the edges, and then shellfish in the main. And then up here in the very top corner, you've got some salmon, as is down in this little river as well. No tuna here for you tuna fans. For those of you who's interested in wind direction, if you would like to use wind farms, then wind direction, let's have a look. Okay, so not very much actually down on the main. You got some little spots actually here and here. Most of the high winds are up in the mountains, but I always often think that a nice wind farm high up in the mountains actually looks quite cool, so go for that. Okay, public transport. So we can see where our shipping lines are coming in. So many to choose from. The choice here, where you're going to put stuff, is quite endless really. He's given us the options to bring it inside, inland, through the port area, to have it along here. There's plenty to choose from there. Sport for choice. Kings Bay, a beautiful map by IhmeHihhuli. Please let me know your thoughts on the map in the comments section below. I'm the Guv'nor. Thanks for watching.